your money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downsides at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and trading program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was founded by, incorporated by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. And why do we call him Coach? Because he helps us navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long-term trading, investment, reinvestments, covered calls, cash secure puts, you name it. If it can be invested in, Coach educates us on how to do that. We're glad you could be here today. My name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Glad you could be here today to join us. If this is your first time here today, make sure you click that subscribe button. Those of you on YouTube watching, make sure you click that thumbs up button. It helps our logarithm. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we're glad that you could be here today. So, what we'll do here is we do talk about futures during this 2-hour period. During this live session, we are live 3 times a day here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Coach is live from 9 to 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. I'm live with the Futures Education and Trading program from 2 to 4 p.m. Forgot what I was trying to say there. And then we have their aftermarket shows starting at 5 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday, over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So goes for those of you over on YouTube, make sure you go check out that show on our American Dream Trading channel. For those of you who are watching through TikTok today, and probably forevermore, it looks like, this is the view that you will have during this 2 to 4 p.m. hour, because my system will not run the TikTok live studio into the streaming software. So I literally have to point my iPad right at my screen. It's not the optimal view, nor is it the optimal sound, and you will not be able to hear any videos being played. You will have to literally read the subtitles. So if you would like a better experience and a better view and better sound and be able to see the videos in their entirety, also my screen that I'm sharing, you can only see probably half of it on the TikTok without me zooming out, which then you would see, it would be too hard probably to see. Anyway, you can head on over to our YouTube channel for a better viewing experience. Highly recommend you go over there, and that would be American Dream Trading over on YouTube. Glad you could be here today. One of the things we do, we'll talk about futures and futures trading and futures training, give you a little bit of education along the way. Also, if you have questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat box, and we will do our best to answer your questions as time allows. Also, just ask that you respect the channel, respect those who are also in the room with you, and treat them how you would be treated. And if you can't, we have ways to deal with that. So we're glad you could be here. Let's have a great time. Ask some questions. You're the ones that make the show more interesting, those of you watching for free. Your questions make this show keep me from rambling on any more than I already do. So if you want me to talk about something different, ask a question. So what you see on my screen is my trading view. For those of you on YouTube, you can actually see my full screen. This is just released officially to all today at AmericanDreamTrading.com. All of our paid members at every membership level except the premium membership, they get this as part of one of their benefits of their membership package. This is Coach's now 3.0 indicator series. And you can see some of it looks similar and some has more information. We talk about different star ratings sometimes for our trade, a 6-star being The very good trade, potentially very good trade, and with our criteria. And now our wonderful people that do our coding for us have uh, put that inside the indicators down here, and you can customize this, put whatever one things you want to follow here in this box over here, and you can take a look and see what all those things do there. We also have the new and improved EWO window and a new volume indicator window, along with shows how many people are buying and selling, the ATRs for the candles, time frame that you're looking at, rates the current trade that's up here now from a 1 to 6 star. Also shows open and closes and the high and lows, and a constantly updated table here with, I can put into 8 in here. I don't have 8 in here, but I can if I want to. And there's a lot of things, some things on here that I don't even have turned on right now. We also have, I'll turn this one on. It is on here. It also shows previous days highs and lows, and there's all kinds of different things. Fully customizable. Let's give you a little peek here. You can see all the different things you can do here. You can have all these kind of things on here. This is the one indicator, coaches indicators over here. Click the wrong button. So there's that. We can do all kinds of things. You can see I have a lot of these things unchecked just so, as I didn't care to personally use them, but they're all pretty good things. They're really nice. So it's fully customizable. Even the colors are customizable. You can change how the lines and all this stuff. So it's very, very good. Prior editions, everything wasn't as customizable as this edition. So very good work to all those, and congratulations for putting them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in writing this script, back testing it, getting the bugs worked out, taking suggestions on what should and should not be included. They did a very, very, very good job. So very happy to use it. I've been making money with this now for a couple weeks, and it just increases my ability to determine when to get into a trade and when to get out of a trade. Now, it doesn't tell you when to get in, it doesn't tell you when to get out, but it does provide me for the information that I can make that decision on my own via the training that coaches provided to us over here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Combined with education and experience, makes for a winning combo. And that's one of the things we do here at American Dream Trading. We're not a call out group. We'll never tell you to buy RTY now, sell RTY now, right? That's what you see on my screen, right? RTY, the Russell. We educate you. We're not a call out group because they don't really teach you anything. All they do is call out and scream things at you all day long, right? What happens when that person goes away, right? Or you lose connection to that person on the internet. Now what do? You don't have any clue what to do because you're dependent on that person telling you what to do. And that's what sets us apart here at American Dream Trading. We are an education and trading program. Our aim is to help you develop a skill that will last you a lifetime, that nobody can take away from you. You'll be able to make your own entry and exit positions on every trade. And why depend on somebody, right? Some random dude on the internet, some gray haired guy on the internet wears glasses. You don't want to be dependent on somebody like me, right? You want to be able to make those decisions on your own. If coach goes away tomorrow, I can still sit here and do this every single day for the rest of my life because I have developed the skills over time from what coach has been educating us on to be able to make wise decisions. Now, do I always make wise decisions? Of course not. Yes, I lose money, right? We all do. That's part of the process. Every trade's not going to go your way. All right, X3 over there on TikTok has a question for us. How does one make a profit on a downtrend? Well, in the futures market, we can go long, which means we think the price is going up, and we can go short if we think the price is going down. So that's how you place your order. In a trade here, you have a sell, which would be I'm going short. You have a buy, which means I'm going long. So it's just the same, just the inverse. Well, if I think it's going up, I'm going to buy low and sell high, right? Well, the inverse is also true. If you think it's going to go down, you would buy high and sell low on a short. So you'd get in up here, sell down here. And we can do that because we trade on a margin account. You can also do that if you're approved on stocks, and if you have a margin account, it's approved for that. In stock options, you can do calls and puts. It's the same thing, same principle, right? Now, the difference is here you're trading on a margin account. You can get in and out of a trade 1,000 times a day if that's what you want to do. Don't recommend it, but you could if you want to. So, Coach has taught us how to make money when the market goes up. Coach has taught us how to make money when the market goes down. And Coach has taught us how to make money when the market even goes sideways. And how do we know how to do that? Because we had a lot of sideways today. It was a choppy, sloppy mess in the indices for the longest time, especially this morning. It was just ugly. However, most of our members knew better and stayed out of it until all this garbage got out of the way. Look how nasty that is. Way up, way down, way up, way down. You would have your head was spinning. So as Coach tells us, if you're not an experienced trader, stay out of the market for the first half hour, right? What time was this? Well, this one here took about 40 minutes today. 10:14, then it started to climbing, and we made money during those times also. We also made money going when it went sideways, scalping that way, right? And we had a couple other runners here and there that we were able to take advantage of. However, our members actually, we kind of did. It's not that we don't do it. There are multiple sectors that you can trade in, right? You can trade in the metals, which would be like gold and copper, and silver, those type of things. You have the energy sector, like oil or natural gas, those type of plays, crude oil, Brent crude. You can also trade in the indices, of course, which would be the Dow Jones and the S&P and the NASDAQ and the Russell, right? But it was a little harder trading there. You had to really work hard for the money today, which we did. Some days it's easier money than other days. Some days you gotta really work at it to get it. So you have we looked today at the sector with the agricultural sector. One of our members was playing corn and did extremely well on that play. So we was looking at that. It piqued our interest because we got tired of squeezing pennies out of nothing. The corn had a couple. This is lean hogs here. Let me get the corn up. Corn, you see his corn. Look at that. Look at that thing. It's still going down. We still should be at it. Now this will quit trading here in 15 minutes if I'm not mistaken. Well, look at that. Could have played that EWO all day long. And no time did it really say to get out of this trade. There was a very brief here. I mean, I would have got out there, but technically you could have stayed in. I personally wouldn't have. I'd have took my profit and then got back in later. But anyway, EWO play, you could have took that all the way down. Yeah, it was above the 9 a few times, but as you can see, if using the trading that Coach provides, there was really no reason to get out of that trade at any time. And you could have rode that bad boy for all the way from 9:30 this morning till right now even. And this shuts down, I believe, at 2:30, I think. So that was a great play for a member that was in that. I actually, did I play this? I think I did. Yeah, I did play, but it wasn't until, I don't know, it was down here somewhere when it went sideways and I got out of it. I think right here is where I didn't play very long. I was only in it probably from here to here, took my profits and got out. We also had another member was playing lean hogs. He was playing the piggies. That's something I'd never played personally before. And I actually got into this trade also. First time I got in, I was way up on my profits. And the next thing I know, one big candle wiped everything out. And I ended up with a loss on that trade, actually. A couple $1,000 loss, to be honest with you. And I got back in, made that money back plus more, riding it down again. And I got out of it a little bit ago. And I also did soybean oil. I always have traded. I haven't traded it so much lately. But look at this nice soybean oil drop. So agriculture was very good to us today. A lot of us played at some of these things for the first time. I don't think I may have traded lean hogs once or twice, but can't really recall. Mostly agriculture. I'll play soybean oil. Done wheat a couple times, but I tend to gravitate towards soybean oil personally, just because you have a lot of this ups and downs, and I made a lot of money off of this today, writing that down. So there were some different opportunities. You just got to know where to look for them, and that's one of the beauties of the futures markets. There's different sectors: financial, metals, agricultural, energy. What else am I leaving out? There's a couple more. Well, there's all kinds of them, but based on what our broker allows us to That'd be Weeble. So, yeah, it's very good. You just got to go look. You can't get hung up on one thing all the time. We probably did. I played the Russell also today. Matter of fact, I played it twice. I don't remember. I don't know where I got in. It wasn't in very long. And then I got in here right before we went live. Got it on the break and hold above of the 9 right here at this 21 level, 21 and a half level, and rode that up to here somewhere and took my profits and got out. It's since still climbing, which is good for our members that are still in it, but we got to do things. So, all right. So that's how you make profits. You go long, you go short. If you're in a stock option, you go a call or you go put, and you can do margins on stocks also. So, Ray, good to see you out there. Butter Dog, you got enough indicators? Yeah, I have more on here than I care to right now because I am sharing my screen with our new 3.0 indicators. And yes, I will be taking some of these off eventually. But since I'm a moderator sharing my screen, I'm just showing some of the things. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of things turned off already because it was just too much for what I wanted. So I did a happy medium. I didn't take everything off that I'm going to, but I did today. And the things I do have on here help me to decide whether I want to be in a trade or not, whether I want to enter or whether I want to exit. So, yes, everybody's screens will be different. It's all personal preferences. I have this trading view and I love it. I think it's pretty. It's colorful, right? But these all tell me something. This is a regression channel. These are my trend lines for different time periods. I got the EWO, Elliott Wave Oscillator, the volume bars, and some other additional information that's feeding to me from a 1 to 6 star trade. So I know how to do all that. And I also have my L2 and everything over here on the side with additional information. So they're all tools in the tool belt. Do I use every one of these things every trade? No. But I do use pretty much everything you see on this upper quadrant of my chart every single trade, that and the L2. It works for me. Making money, that's all that matters. Whatever you decide to use to help you make money, more power to you. I am not going to tell you what to put on your charts. You put what you like. And if you look at 10, if I ask 10 members right now that's in this room with me to put a snapshot of their charts on here that I could show you guys, I'm guarantee you all 10 of them would be different because everybody has their own personal preferences. And that's the nice thing about Coach's new 3.0 indicators is you can customize it however you like. Whatever works for you, but I do like it. It's a very nice upgrade from the 2.0 edition. So, all right, good to see Mikey the Sweet Tea over there pop in, and Extra Trader over and Ralph over there on our YouTube channel. Glad to have you guys back, and Ray and Butter Dog and Manny and Chronic. Good to see you all. Thanks for them follows and likes and shares. If you would, make sure you click that share button, share out this to the rest of the world, would be greatly appreciated. Those over the you are on YouTube, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. The percentage watching versus how many of you have actually smashed the thumbs up button is actually only about 20% of you have done that. So if the other 80% of you would go over there and smash that thumbs up button, it'd be greatly appreciated. And good. And J Dog is back. Good. Anyway, if you have questions, feel free to type them in your chat box there, and we will take a look around here. Now, one of the things that we've been talking about here lately within American Dream Trading memberships is our Diamond membership. It's our all-inclusive, everything thrown into one package. I want to share this with you. As soon as I get this up here, let me share this video with you that our lovely host of the 5 o'clock show, Dawn, created this for us. And let me share this video with you. It's only a couple minutes. Little promo video. I think it's pretty cool myself. Here goes.
So we're going to run it right now. Bruno, if you would post it. $5,000 one-time payment, Diamond Lifetime, unlimited, all of our member services, including the mentorship, which is $6,000 a year by itself, a year. You guys can get it right now. You'll have access to everything, the premium, VIP, VIP Gold, The futures VIP, futures VIP gold, crypto VIP, crypto VIP gold. You guys will get access to the breakout rooms. You guys will get access to weekend training. You get access to all the advanced training videos, all the workshop classes, all the mastermind classes. You will get all of it.
Coach, and those folks out there listening
Yes.
that aren't sure about this, I'm telling you, I am jealous of you guys that are going to get it today. You guys don't know how awesome of an opportunity this is at $5,000. Coach ain't paying me to say this. I'm just not to where I need to be or want to be. You guys get ahead of me. Take advantage of this. Do it. It's awesome. You won't kick yourself in the butt.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and just so you guys know, that is a $20,000 service. I'm not exaggerating. I sell that for $20,000. We had it on sale for a little bit for 10. That is a $20,000 service with over $50,000 worth of services. So some of you are like, "Oh, that's really expensive." That's obviously not for you. Some of you that have been in here for longer than 2 minutes, you know what a value that is. And you know how fast 5,000 is when we are using our trading strategies, not financial tax or investment advice, results not guaranteed. But you guys understand the difference now being in this room and anywhere else. So we're going to run it right now, Bruno.
There you go. There's about our diamond membership. Includes everything. One time
Thank you for the kind words, Mark.
What's that?
Thank you for the kind words.
Well, you do a great job on these. She has got skills. The gal has got skills. She puts out these. She's one of the many that we have here at AmericanDreamTrading.com that helps produce these promotional videos and these training videos. By the way, there's over 2,000 of them absolutely free over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. If you haven't taken advantage of them yet, I highly suggest you head on over there. That's our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. You'll see all kinds of absolutely free training videos, and they're even grouped together. So to head on over there if you haven't already. But our diamond membership, right? Let me give you another quick peek here. My screen. This is a comparison. Okay. Miranda put this up here for me. I have a copy, but I didn't have it loaded up. So thank you, Miranda, for that. Make me a little quick click. This is a comparison chart of the different memberships that we have here at American Dream Trading. We have our crypto futures is what we're talking about. Futures VIP and all those, and there'll be gold eventually. We have our premium, we have our VIP Gold Complete, and our Diamond Lifetime membership. As you can see, Diamond Lifetime includes every single thing we have. So you can see the value as far as what comes with each membership, and you can find this for free over on our Discord. If you like, take a screenshot of your screen right now. Again, those on TikTok, you can't see this because I didn't drag it over for one thing. But this chart, I'll drag it over here so you can see it briefly. Let me get it over here so you can see my little iPad there. This is a comparison chart that shows you all our different membership levels. You can take a peek at that. You know, it gets you the Zoom calls, the membership lounges, hot stock picks list every morning, market trading ideas, IPO center, videos on demand, a pre-market Zoom starting at 4 a.m., VIP lounge, workshop classes, VIP training room, trading view indicators, weekend training, live Apple chat room. What else? Mastermind classes and high-tech 1 hour of tech support, breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, VIP gold lounges, the gold newsletter, the Zoom recordings, because everything we do is recorded for those membership levels, Zoom recap notes, futures VIP lounge, futures weekend training, the futures newsletter, futures VIP videos, futures Zoom replays, futures live chat, futures Zoom call from 8:30 to 4 every single day is what we do here. The futures lounge, the futures training videos, the futures indicators, the crypto lounge, the crypto training videos, the crypto live, the mastermind class, or the mentorship class, and all membership levels are included in that diamond membership level. There's so many things in there, I ran out of breath saying them all. So anyway, this chart is available over on our free Discord at AmericanDreamTrading.com. So head on over there, check that out, and you'll get to look that over at your own leisure. So that is all available. That's all those things that are in existence today. What that chart doesn't really show you is it also includes everything that has yet to be released. And we do have new products coming out here. Well, today was the release of this one of the 3.0 indicators. We also have at least 2 other programs that I am privy to that are about to be released in the very near future. Coach is always innovating. If you've ever been around Coach more than 3 days, you know that's one thing he is. He's an innovator. He wants to see our members get the most for their money. So he's always adding things to improve everything here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. So it also includes everything that will ever be released in the future for absolutely free. You'll never ever pay for anything ever again for that one-time price of $5,000. I mean, Coach's mentorship program is $500 a month, which is $6,000 a year alone just for that one thing. And that's just a little standalone a la carte thing that you can buy. So it includes all of that. So for $5,000. Now that is, I got the impression it might go away this week, but don't quote me on that. It's time is, let's just say time's running out on it. All right. I don't want to give you say as a fact that this is the last week. I shouldn't even said that because I don't know that as a fact, but I can tell you it is extremely short-lived. It could end tomorrow for all I know, or today. I don't know. So I guess if I didn't know, what do they say when you don't know something? Just keep your big fat yap shut. That's what I should have done, right? Anyway, they are coming to an end here pretty quick. So head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab that because you're going to be the ones that say later, I wish I bought that. And I'm not only talking to everybody that's watching for free, I'm also talking to our paid members that are in the room with us. And right now we have over 55 people in the room live right now, this late in the afternoon, in our Futures Education live Zoom call. One of the benefits of being a paid member is you have access to a live Zoom training with an open mic. They can ask a question at any time, or if they don't like talking on an open mic, they can type their comments and questions into the Zoom live chat feature that we also provide to our members. None of this is free. You know, it's an expensive company to run. All these things cost money. So members take advantage of that. They can open their mics, as a matter of fact, anytime they want and ask a question, and you will hear them. Matter of fact, if they want to, they can open up their mics right now and say, hello, good afternoon, if you want to, if you will, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How you doing? Good afternoon.
Good
Hey,
afternoon, everybody.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. And all the rest are shy. That's fine. Like I say, I have members in here. I've never heard them speak. And that's fine. It's their membership. They can choose to use it and in what manner they want to use it because it's their membership that's not going to get taken away from them, right? And those people, if they have something to ask, they'll type it into the Zoom and we answer the questions in there just like we do here on the live. So if you have questions, make sure you type them in. All right. So anyway, what you see here in front of you is TradingView. This is an independent charting software that's used worldwide. It's probably the most popular independent charting program in the world. I like it. I use it a lot. These are Coach's indicators, which only work with TradingView. TradingView is not associated in any way with AmericanDreamTrading.com. It's a standalone program, which is subscription-based. You can pay monthly, quarterly, 6 months, whatever. Head on annually. I pay annually personally. And they have different levels of subscriptions you can check out. I have the premium, so I can open up everything. But you only need the basic subscription to run this. So if you're interested in this, you can go to tradingview.com and check out all the details over there. And I also have my Webull account linked to this that I can conduct live trades using my Webull account that is linked to TradingView. So now I can trade and chart all in one little program here, and I love that fact. So, and I have my Webull open too, just in case there's an issue, which happens occasionally, so that I have quick access to it. Or if I'm trading live, during our trading sessions. I trade directly on my Weeble because I'm sharing this screen, and I don't trade, well, I don't want my live account stuff being exposed, for one thing, right? You got to protect your privacy stuff. So I like it a lot. I like to be able to have that option to do that. So check it out, tradingview.com. Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's not a requirement. It's just nice to have. Every broker provides their own software to trade with. Yeah, Ray, these indicators are definitely worth every penny, and they are included in your paid membership. So head on over there, AmericanDreamTrading.com. So let's take a walk around the block. Like I mentioned earlier, it was pretty choppy in the indices, but there's been some really nice EWOs. Oh, look, there's one started at 130 on ES, right? Well, wait a minute. That's a 1 minute chart. 2 minute chart's what I want. Take a look at that here real quick. So we had one down here with all this choppy mess here. But anyway, you could have rode those and stayed in. The last one kind of formed right here at, technically it started at, same thing, 134. And they've been riding that up ever since. It's never said to get out of this trade at any time. It's never showed me why I should get out of this trade, should I say. It doesn't tell me anything. I have to interpret what I see on my screen based on the training and experience that coaches provided us. Man has 33 years in the markets. I think he might know what he's talking about. The guy's how do we say it, Don? He's a genius, right? So, commentator.
That's right. Is it?
Genius, as Don would say. Commentator, bull or bear on the NASDAQ last hour? Well, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. That would be our friend NQ, right? I don't have that one up, surprisingly. I didn't trade that today, so I didn't have it loaded up. And what would you say? I would say the last hour it's been going up, right? Okay, it's a bull. Short-term trend is up, right? Well, long-term trend is up, but that's besides the point. It's recently picked back up today after being choppy. And this one has actually got some really nice volumes coming up here. I didn't blank my chart out because I still have them same lines on there. I was going to do that. I've got some of my charts this weekend, but I just didn't have the time running around. So you can see it's coming up. We actually used these little pink dashes on one of our previous live shows. I just never erased them. They're still there. So right now, yep, you're getting towards the end of the day. People will be exiting their positions before the market closes today. And that's what you call power hour, the last hour, main trading hour of the day in the NASDAQ or in the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, you can trade this till 5 o'clock with futures. You have to be out of your positions. But at 4:15 with Weeble, you start paying a higher margin rate for that same trade. So, but that's, we trade to trade. I don't worry about where this is going to be in 10 minutes from now. I'm reading everything that's on my screen, what these candles are telling me, what all this things, everything you see on my screen, that's what I go by to decide whether I want to be in a trade or not. You'll see the S&P 500 kind of looks the same. The Russell, same, right? They all kind of follow each other to a certain degree, especially the S&P and the NASDAQ. It's not that they don't go differently sometimes. The Russell sometimes will be different because just it's a small cap stock. So oil is kind of flat now. It's the end of the day, of course. So oil doesn't get the volume that it has. Also, like our agriculture ones, now they're done trading for the day at 2:30. So you can see nothing going on here. Same way with soybean oil. And we was looking at corn. So there's all kinds of different things you could trade. Well, how do you know how to trade corn? How do you know how to trade lean hogs? How do you learn how to trade gold? Well, it's very simple. A chart is a chart is a chart, right? You learn how to chart properly, get historical levels marked on your charts, get the indicators on your chart and learn what they are, what they stand for, how they work together with all the other indicators. Then you can trade anything. All you're doing is trading a chart. Now, does it benefit you to know a little bit about what you're trading? Well, of course, right? I knew that corn was trading at 2:30, right? So I better be out of the trade before that, right? So this is Ron. This is not stocks. This is futures education and trading. So we're looking at this. These are done trading for the day. But corn, look how nice a trade that was. That is just beautiful. And I forget what corn pays. There's almost a 50 tick drop there, right? I know here, this nice run up here on soybean oil. That went up like 60, whatever that said down here. Yeah, about a 60, about a 70 some tick times $6, right? You do the math. 7 times 6 is what? $420 just on that one trade on one contract. Imagine if you had 10 contracts. And if you could have played it to the downside, there's daggone near 100 there. So there's $600 down, plus all these other ones up, and these other ones down. This was a nice, fun thing to trade today also. So there's lots of money to be made at all the different types of sectors. You don't necessarily have to sit in the indices if they're all choppy and hard to make money out. I mean, it was so choppy today, even we were crying and whining in our Wheaties today about, oh, I got to work for my money, right? And we were making fun of each other, right? Oh, it sucks working so hard, clicking a mouse button to make money in our own privacy of our own home and not have to get in a car and drive to a 9-to-5 job. Oh, woe is us. This is so hard making money day trading. Yeah, everybody's making money, right? So, yeah, none of us would have want to go back to our former lives. I love this day trading. And one of the things we talked about, I mean, every day ain't a straight up or straight down day, right? Some days there's going to be periods in history of time where the markets are flat and go sideways. You get into a bona fide recession or stagflation period. You can get actually a couple years sometimes where the market's kind of flat if you look at the overall history of the stock market. Now, the overall history of the stock market is the stocks always go up. That's just the way it is over time. But there are periods where it's flat. So you best know how to channel trade, know how to deal with that, or where to go look to find something that is moving. So Vegan Knowledge says, I love corn. Well, we got a couple members in here who like corn even more than they did the other day because they made money off of corn today. So I made a few dollars, but I always did like corn. So, all right. Hey, Vegan Knowledge, did I ever tell you you're my favorite? Just so I let you know. Just shh, don't tell Dawn. Okay? Just keep that between us. So anyway, nice to have you here today, Vegan Knowledge. Again, another one of our many people that show up every single day and over on our YouTube channel because she is getting the better view than it is on TikTok. For those of you on TikTok, again, for those that missed my little commentary at the beginning, I don't have, my software doesn't jive with the TikTok live feed. So I literally have my iPad pointed at my screen. It's not the optimal viewing, and it's also not the optimal audio because the iPad's literally sitting next to me. For the better viewing experience, I would highly suggest you leave here and go over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Now, Coach, he's able to broadcast that way, as is Dawn. So I'm the only one with the issue. Imagine that, right? So it is what it is until it ain't. So right now it is what it is. But if you do want the better view and be able to hear and see all the videos that I play as I play them, and the better audio and the full screen here, because you cannot see everything that's on my screen over there on TikTok due to the vertical. So I can move my camera, move this side to side. You can see everything that you're missing out on here, right? So anyhow, do that for you so you can see what you're missing. Or just go over to YouTube. You'll see what you're missing, right? So, all right, let's take a walk around the block. Let's see if we can find something that we might want to trade. Well, gold's up here, finally broke through the New York open level for the first time. Well, I take that back. At the open, it broke, well, it went high, but that was already up there. But it's now worked its way up. Look how choppy even gold was. I didn't even trade this mess. Now, I did trade in early morning hours. There, look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty there? Look at that. Oh, my Lord, look at that money. Wow. Let's measure that real quick. That is a 500 plus tick, one contract of gold playing this right here this morning, starting at 4:16, because Mark McSee didn't get out of bed down to the computer till after 5. He missed all that. And one tick of gold pays $10. There's $5,000 on just one contract. Imagine if he's trading 5 or 10 or more of those on that simple. All you had to do is click once there, click once here, collect your money. Imagine that money in your pocket. But as you can see, after the initial run up during the pre-market hours, gold has just been essentially flat, kind of like Again, a lot of work to make money on it. And I did trade this briefly in the open market, but not very much. Made a quick couple bucks and got out. I wasn't going to sit there, and I thought it was going to make a move, and then kind of just fell apart. The Russell is getting a little heavy now. NASDAQ is still nicely climbing. It's coming up to these lines that I put on my chart for what reason I don't remember, because we did these during the live, so I was probably highlighting some. These things all need erased. Oil going flat now, and of course the agricultural ones are done for the day. So let's take a look where the volume's at. That would be our indices, right? Do I want to play ES? I could. It's coming back to the daily open right now, weekly daily open. To the upside, I think I kind of like that NQ chart a little bit better. It's got a little bit stronger candles. So if I wanted to trade this, I could, right? I can go in here. I'll just put in, say, 5. We'll just do 5. I got a stop loss pre-programmed in. It's why do I say, do I want to jump in? Well, because it's still hanging on the 9, but we can see if we can make a couple bucks at it. Again, it would be treated as a scalp, right? I'm up 25 bucks. I want to get these lines. These things are driving me bonkers because I never erased them previously. I don't know if these were levels. I was using it as a demonstration purposes for something. I think they were levels at the time. Just want to get them out of the way. I'm going to play this up here to this regression channel at the top here. If it could get up there and break, it might break through and go. But it is getting to be close to power hour, so you never know what's going to happen. It can go up just as fast as it can come down. So we'll give it a minute here, see what happens. Anyway, right now I'm down $100. Imagine that. Now I'm down 25. Now I'm at break even. So it's bouncing around, right? So I went long on this, tried to make a long scalp, long play on this. Expand this out a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. I am on a 2-minute chart. I would prefer to be on a 1 when I'm scalping so that I can get a little quicker reaction on what's going on here. Some people use, well, I mean, I could scalp on 2. I was scalping just by accident on 2, and I kind of like doing scalps on 2, but I generally try to keep it on a 1. So I just have a little bit more reaction time. Some people, we have members like the 30-second, some like the 15. It's a personal preference. I don't really care for the lower under a minute ones. Just too much jumping around with the candles. It might scare me out of a trade. So I go, the 1 is a good, even keel type of candle. It's long enough that it's not jumping all over the place versus like a 15-second candle. So we'll come back to that here. Well, let me put a little alert there just in case it does. I'm going to put an alert down here just in case it does. You know, my computer will make a noise if it reaches one of them 2 levels when I'm not looking. Let's see what the Russell's doing. Russell's coming to the downside, as is, well, ES is holding up. Now, the NASDAQ is a little bit more volatile per se. I traded a lot, but I haven't been trading this at all lately. But I have traded it. I used to trade the QQQs, stock options. So, been to the website yet? www.americandreamtrading.com. Better go over there and grab that free Discord. Well, this ain't looking too good for Mark, right? Well, I got my stop here. It'll limit how much I can lose on the downside. Actually, I want that down. No, I'm good. It's just below the 9 there. I'll give it some room. Now, this is very volatile. I actually probably have my stop too tight. How tight is that? It's 40 ticks. Yeah, I'll just keep it right here beneath the 21 just to keep it out of the way, but yet protect myself on a ginormous pullback, which is what your stops are for. If I watch it march all the way down there, then shame on me, right? I'm already losing money in this trade. Oh, it breaks down. Oh, look, I just had my alarm go off. Right? Which one went off? Right there. Right? Stop triggered. I didn't have a stop. I didn't have one in there. Did I? I didn't have anything in ES. That might have been an old one. Now, where was that? NQ. Yeah, that's it. Oh, right here. NQ. Cross that. Okay. Just a couple there I haven't deleted. All right. So right now it's in a danger zone for me. We're going to wait and see. We're going to trust our indicator, see if this holds or not. If it don't, I'm going to have to rip the Band-Aid off. In other words, take a loss and get out of it. Live the trade another trade. I need this to go up above that white line like right now, preferably. If it don't, I'm going to take my loss and get out. I am back. I do have a line right here, though, this weekly open, daily open line. I might wait to see what it does there. If it doesn't bounce off there, for sure, I'm going to get out. And it might. It's trying. We'll see. Again, sometimes waiting is the hardest part. That'd be a good song, wouldn't it? Waiting is the hardest part. Oh, see that wick? See, I got stopped out. That's what my stops are for. So I actually got heavy. It would look like a good trade when I got in, other than the fact it was up here at this regression channel. And I was taking a risk there to see if it was going to break through instead of actually waiting for it to break and hold and get through there. Same thing up here. We got the regression channel up here, but this one's quite a ways away. It's ES is diddling in the middle. You shouldn't diddle in the middle. Same thing with, there's the Russell. That's what I just looked at, dummy. Kind of the same way with NQ in a roundabout way. It's diddling there also. So took a loss on that one. Now, I should point out this is a paper trading account. That wasn't real money. I just lost there. Okay. I still try to treat it that way. But I never trade my real account when I'm talking to you guys because I am distracted looking at answering your questions. Looking at another screen over here in case one of our paid members have a question or comment. Plus, I'm watching my streaming thing. So I don't use real money. Why I'm live like this. I'm not going to wreck my personal account for the entertainment of others. Now, really? How do you see that? How's that work? We don't see your Zoom. We see your YouTube. Well, that is what a screen I have up. Right? Yeah, this is the oh, I see what you're saying. All right. I'll fix that for you. Sorry, paid members. They were watching my other screen. I didn't flip my screen for them. There we go. We'll try that. How's that? Is that better? Thank you very much. Oh, you only waited a while to tell me. Ange. Thank you, Ange and Timo. How's that? That's better. All they saw was my two screens that I'm monitoring up here. I'm like, what? It's like, yep. Okay, so good. Speaking of not being able to see things here, I'm going to share Coach's rules. Now, Coach's rules are designed to make you money. They are designed to protect your account. And I'm going to play Coach's video here for you. Here's Coach's rules.
Write in that journal you're not writing in while you're not finding success. If you look in the mirror and go, I'm not finding success, did you follow all the rules? I would bet you did not. Am I right? How many of us in here that have continued to fail at this are not following the rules? And every time you follow the rules, you find success. And then you don't follow the rules. And you get emotional and then you don't. Anybody show of hands? Is that anybody in here?
Yep, I'm right there, Coach.
There it is. Yep. Thank you.
Yep, sir.
Yep.
In the past.
Yep.
Sure.
Now listen, hey, I do it all the time. We're human. I understand. But again, my job is to make sure that you guys are putting your best foot forward and doing the job. I still make mistakes. I still live trade and make mistakes. I still do stupid human things. But my job is to try to help correct you, right? I understand you guys will slip up. I get it. We're human. I understand. Nobody's perfect. I understand. But what I want every single day is so you go, you know what, today I'm going to try. Today I'm going to try to do that. That's all I can ask, right? Of anybody on any team, anywhere. I put them out there. I put the rules in place. You guys can follow it. We can either win the game or not. So today, are you going to win the game and follow the rules? Or are you going to go by your own playbook, fail again, Wake up tomorrow and go, I'm going to start again. How about you start this today? How about right now is the time? How about right now? I challenge all of you. Don't you dare quit on yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in the time that you need. You're not going to get it in a month. Learn, learn, learn. Stop trading and start training. I need all of you on point. I want everybody to be successful. I would love to have more success stories, more millionaires, more people retiring, right? I would love that. We love those success stories. If you're in the beginning, I would love for it to be able to pay for your groceries, right? Or you made enough to pay that phone bill. You got new tires on your car. You paid down some debt. You were able to get some Christmas that you wanted, right? All of those things, all right? We're all in different places, but I need you guys focused and I need you committed. I need everybody in the room to commit. Is everybody in this room going to commit?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Promise.
We can do it. We can do it together. Start today. I don't want no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing other than, yes, I did that.
Boomer, you're muted.
Yep, I had to switch the camera, switch the mic thing back. Downside over on the S&P, but is it really going to go down? Well, I would play this. Matter of fact, I'm going to load up for it, and I'm going to set my stop loss. I will play this if it would break and hold beneath the 9. However, it didn't. It fell apart. I'm looking for a confirmation candle to the downside, and it didn't give one to me. Does that mean it won't go down anyway? Well, yeah, it could mean that. But right now, I was looking for a candle that's sitting on the shoulder of the previous candle, right? Kind of like this here, right? It's on the shoulder of the previous, right? All these here kind of shows you that it wants to go up when it's sitting on the shoulder of the previous. When it don't, you get this. You get consolidation. You get uncertainty. Now, will this candle up being going that way? Well, it very well could. It's trying to. I'm not really convinced that heavily that's what it wants to do yet, but I'll sit here and watch it and see. If this gets some downward momentum all of a sudden, then fine. I do have a level right here I got to worry about, plus the 55, plus the regression channel. So, you know, it is what it is. It's kind of in the middle of the road thing. If I did this, I would have to grab the profits and get out immediately, right? If I see this thing turn green, which is going to
Look
be...
at NQ.
Yeah,
Look
well,
at
I'm in
it.
this right now, but yes, I will look at that. Is it doing the same thing? And right
Yeah,
there, I'm going to
it's
take that
going.
$750 profit I just made on that. Bam. Yep, same thing here. There's a break below. I missed the break below the 9, but it's just now broke below the yeah, that thingy. The regression channel. That's it. That's the word I was trying to find. Get it in there. Do I want to wait and see here? Where are we at here for levels? I don't have this charted out. Looks like I got a level right in here that I got to worry about. And yep, I do. So we'll see what this here does, and that's where it's bouncing at, right? See these candles right here? I can draw a line right across there, right? I can see it visually, right? See how these all hit here? Bing, 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 right? So had I jumped in before it got below that level, I would be getting pulled back on. Now, if it continues on the downside, then I will not have any issues playing whatever that presents me to play. And where's my NASDAQ? Here it is. Look at 160, 175, which is pretty much where it's at right now. Was the only wall there, and that one is gone. So I don't care for this trade right now until this breaks through. And as you can see, they're both doing the same thing, right? Get this out of the road here. Same thing as the NASDAQ. Again, they kind of mirror each other anyway. You can see they're all coming down, hitting critical levels all at the same time. And what they're going to hit here is support, which it'll probably bounce. Statistically. Doesn't mean it will. Now we're getting some consolidation down here on NQs. And we're now getting our first test here on ES. Again, it doesn't mean I can't preload for it and get ready just in case I want to do it. But if I jump in right now, let me show you. If Well, it hasn't broken hell below this level here yet, right? Not only do I have an indicator, I also have a line that I have drawn there. Now I'm down 750. I just made 750. Now I'm down that much, right? This is what happens. You don't wait and see what happens, right? It's always better to wait that extra, few seconds, wait for that confirmation to candle to form and have some energy before you go jumping in on a trade. Now I'm down 1100. Now I'm down 700. See how fast you can lose money, right away. I got all kinds of stuff going off on my phone today. Thought I silenced it, but apparently I didn't. Sorry about that. Oh, look at that, right like clockwork. I set an alarm for myself for the click TikTok puzzle. And wouldn't you know, I looked right over there and there it was. Huh. If you don't do that, then they boot you off. So there it is, the downside, which I missed that getting out of that. But anyway, I'm up $1,500 just by looking away. That wasn't very good. Let's see what this does on the way down. There's $2,200. This is trading 30 contracts, by the way. At about, I don't know, what is it? $1,500 a contract. You do the math, how much I got in this trade here. So anyway, I was trading 20 contracts today because I pulled money out of my account over to the weekend. So as this sits there and gyrates, you got this level. See these down here? You can see the same thing here, right? About right where that wick touched, there's the tops of these candles and the bottoms of the other one. So about right here is an imaginary line across, right? I could draw a line there, but I'll just go ahead and take this profit and move on, right? Bang, there's $2,200. Just like that. This is what we do all day long. It's just as simple as clicking a mouse, folks. Do you believe that? Well, if you do, I got that in a bridge that I got for sale. I can sell you on a deserted island. I got this bridge if you want to buy it. Same thing here. You can see how these tend to follow each other, right? And they'll pretty much mirror each other. Yeah, I threw money in this trade. Again, it's fake money. But see how they are. If I would click these so fast and they had to zoomed out the same way on all of them, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, really, because they're pretty much mirroring each other. And there's 175. I'm up, right? There's 225. There's $400. Where do I think this is going to go? I think it might come down to here, right? But I don't have to. I can just take in there right there, 650. I'll take that. Boom. Might as well take my profits before it hits that and bounces up and retraces. Statistically, that's what it would do. Doesn't mean it will this time. It's best to wait, but I also like locking in my profits because the 200's right there. And that's that scary blue line right there. So watch that.
It's a big drop right there.
What's that? Big drop. Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's a big drop.
Might get a 50% retracement even right here, right? You got to watch. So, because if not, you end up doing this. You don't want to be like that, right? That's bad when you start doing things. That's a CMAC potty mouth right there. That's what that is. That's what we call that, the CMAC potty mouth. I won't tell you who CMAC is. We'll just keep that to ourselves. But if you got to be careful because you get one of them, this is what happens to you. See that? Now, this is what happens on I didn't even get to tell you about it. On a large, what we call them gamma candles. There's no gamma in futures, but you get these large candles like this. People will take their profits whenever it stops down here, right? And a lot of times you'll get a 50% retracement. I was going to attempt to show you how much money you can lose, and the thing stopped me out before I can move my stop. But generally, when you get these huge candles, people get all excited because that is, well, let's just see. This one candle alone is almost, well, yeah, it's basically 100 ticks times 10. That's a $1,000 profit on one contract right there. If you had 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 of them, you do the math. And as you can see, it did do a 30% retracement. Now look, see? So you can make money doing that, counting on that. Sometimes it'll do that, and you can catch it, especially if it's coming up on a critical level that pulls back. This one just kind of stopped at a random spot as far as I can see. Now let me see where this line goes. Pop a line there. Yeah, not really that close, but it came close. So you can pretty much count on these large candles, either down or going up, that people are going to take their profit, in this case at the bottom, lock in all that profit, and then others will jump in and play it to the upside and make money that way. And then generally about 50% it'll decide what it's going to do after that. So don't be this person like this, right? You don't want to be that person. That's the C-Mac face. So, and it's
C-Mac is making money going up and down, so she does not have a potty mouth.
okay. That's good. Speaking of C-Mac, all right.
Yes.
We won't reveal who that person is, though. So, anyhow, that's what that looks like. And if I look at the S&P 500, again, see how these are pretty much just going in tandem with each other, because that's where all the volume's at, right? I personally would feel safer trading ES, but, you know, to each his own. So there's more order. Boy, that took long enough to get in there, didn't it? So I got filled in here, and this thing pulled back. See how much a pullback? This is a 50% retracement. That's $4,000 back here, right? Before I can even do anything. As soon as I entered the trade, and that's why you always enter the trade with a stop. Always trade with a stop. It's one of Coach's rules to help you preserve your profits, right? What you lose today, you can't trade tomorrow. Remember that, right? So this is what you can expect last hour of the day, some volatility. I mean, we had it all day today, quite honestly, with the indices. They couldn't decide what they wanted to do, go up or go down, all around, and they did every one of those things. So what am I trading here? I mean, ES, I probably should know that, right, ahead of time. There's the L2 for that. 56.96. It's just right in here, which is right there at the top of that regression channel. Huh. Imagine how that works. That's where a bunch of sell orders are at. 100 of them. Now they're stacking up in there. Imagine that. They know it's going to pause right here. Huh. See how that retracement there? That'd be bound $5,000. Again, this fake money. But I do trade 20 and 30 contracts at a time. This week I'm trading 25s and 10s and 20s, mostly 20s. Pre-market, I can't, because I took money out of my account, I have to be buying less. So in the early morning hours before 9 a.m., I was only trading 3 contracts and 4. I think, what did I go up to? No, it was 3. Did 3s today because that's all I had in there, because the overnight margins are very, very, very expensive. I think they're like 16 grand during the middle of the night, somewhere in that, give or take some. So it gets expensive. You have to have more money in your margin account to trade at nighttime after hours. Okay. What else we got? This is how our days went most of the day, except now we don't have agriculture to play around with because they closed. So if you're going to make money or be in the market at this time, you have 2 choices. Take your ball and go home for the day. Don't risk your account by doing dumb trades, right? Or look for the good setups and trade that way. There was a break. Yeah, not that good. I got all these here. Try to talk myself into trading this to the upside. I will if it goes up above here. I'll just make myself a little doodad alert. So if it gets up there and my computer go ding dong. Russell. Holding steady there. Doesn't know what it wants to do either. All right, what do we got for questions? Questions. Trading view questions. Investing futures questions. NQ short from the 2190 level. Sound number sounds familiar. 190 level, yep, up here. That's where it was at up here earlier today. It's a good level. Mine's just at whatever that says. It's a New York high at 191.50 was the official high there. But yeah, yours is pretty good. 191, 190. Give or take a few pennies. Previous mark level, right? It doesn't always hit the level exactly. Sometimes it'll go through it a little bit. A lot of times it'll stop up short on you. So you got to be prepared for that kind of psychology. Don't always expect it to get down here. Why? Because everybody else knows that line that's on my chart. They probably have that same line. So they're going to take their profits before it hits that and bounces up, because it could do one of them big, humongous candles and take away a lot of their profits before they knew it hit them. So, gotta get a drink, getting a little dry. Would I enter this trade right now? Well, I'd wait for a break and hold beneath the 200 for sure. I got to get past this level here, preferably past this line, right, before I'd enter. Definitely want to wait till I get past the bottom of this candle. I don't know why I'm waiting. I just load up, put my stop in, right? Good. That 200 is the blue line, the 200 moving average. Acts as a strong magnet. It's the second strongest, only second to VWAP for long-term trends. Now, every one of these lines have a purpose and a meaning, depending where you're at in the trade. Okay. By the way, Coach still has that $1,000 cash giveaway. All you got to do is head over on our Discord and go into there, and you'll see the links to those in there that you can click on for absolutely free. All you got to do is go over there. Doug is busy today. Can't put those links in there for you right now. So you'll have to go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and scroll down about halfway. You'll see that link to our Discord. Click that. It's absolutely positively free. It always is, always will be, always has been, etc., etc. Go get that. Anybody can enter that drawing for that $1,000. And it will be a totally random pick. Not even Coach will be able to pick the winners. The software does it automatically whenever Coach says, okay, we're ready to pick the winner. They probably push a button and the thing picks a random winner. So if this is your first time here today, and first time you're hearing about this contest, go over and grab that. You can get up to 10 entries your first day for absolutely free. Basically, it's just asking, go visit our website, go visit our YouTube channel, go visit our social media platforms. Costs you nothing. It's absolutely free. And because of the random nature of the pick for the winner, even our paid members can participate in that drawing. They have just an equal amount of chance as you do based on how many entries they have. So you can get 10 your first day and come back tomorrow and each every day till we end it for one additional entry just by following this very simple, easy to understand rules. Over there now, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Wow, so let me see here. This is a bottom bounce here, right? Let's see how this works, this theory, right? Coming down here. This is a quick retest. Now, the quicker the retest, the weaker that line is, it could very well break, right? There, I'm up $200 already. Got my finger on the button just in case this pulls back on me a little bit. I'm watching and we're watching. I want it to get down to that white line on my chart. Now, whether it does or not, it's a different story. So now I can sit here and do that. I'm up $850 and I'm taking my profit. And boom, locked in $700. Did you see that? So that was a quick $700 right there on 5 little contracts. Well, they're not little, but they're 5 contracts. All right. So really what I'm waiting on is this to break through here. Just doesn't want to do it right now. Anyway, that's how that works. We are in Power Hour now officially. All right. And things get more volatile. What questions do you have, people? Or paid members? Questions? Who's got a question? I will wait for that. I agree, J-Dog. It's literally free cash. Why not go sign up on that free Discord and go in there and find the link for that drawing, and we'll be able to enter. Chris says 2010, 110 on NQ, I assume. Let's see here. Oh, that's way down there. Now I do have 122, which is where it's teasing right now. Again, I don't have that many lines on my chart right now. I do have one at 121 and 060 and 119. So what's your number you're calling out? Way down there. I ain't gonna wait that long, right? I can play this right down to this line right here for where it bounced, but I'd rather wait and see. So can I explain the 2-minute EWO? Yes, I can. That's what this you see down here, the Elliott wave oscillator. Over there, we West Coast. Over on TikTok. Right. So anyhow, what you're looking for, the basic gist of it is on a 2-minute chart. It's Coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategy. So I put it on 2-minute. I use the Elliott wave oscillator, which is what the EWO stands for, and I wait for a color change. So when it goes from red to green, and so on and so forth, right? So what I'm waiting on, like we'll just use this one. We are in presently. By looking here, here's where the color change. I would enter there, right? This would be my point of entry. Now I am going to look at the big picture. I'm just not going to enter blindly whenever the next bar is larger than the first. So could I got in this and make money? Yes, I could, because I'm down here now. This is where I got in. This is where we're at. So I would be up. Had I played this 2-minute EWO play, I'd be up, we'll just call it 70. 70 times 5 is what? $350 total here. So just on one contract, just by entering the EWO. Now, it helps you decide when to get in, but you still have to look at the big picture. Where's all my other indicators, right? And right down here's the two big scary ones, the 200 and VWAP, but they're so far away right now, I don't care about it. Now, when it gets down here, I'll care, but at the moment, I don't. So I can make a few bucks. You saw me do that, right? Did I trade this trade? I think I did. Even if I didn't, there you go. So it's whenever the next bar is larger than the first at the color change, and then take all your indicators, evaluate what is going on. It gives you about a minute to evaluate that before the second bar larger than the first pops up on a 2-minute chart. So it gives you a good solid minute. Evaluate the trade. Where's my indicators at? Where's my critical levels at? Do I have any double bottoms, double tops, those type of things, right? Where's my likely bounce zones if there is one? And then by that time, in them few seconds it takes you to answer them questions, then you can decide whether you're going to enter the trade and what your plan B in case something goes wrong. So this is an EWO. If I'd stayed in it, I could make money in that, right? Now I am late getting into it. So you just got to kind of treat it like a scalp, right? Because now my profit potential I've lost from here to there is gone. I ain't getting that back. So if I would have just now got here, I would wait for the break and hold here, right? I already tried it once, it didn't make it. Tried it a whole bunch of times over here, it didn't make it either, right? Went up and down and it just climbed after that. Well, you kind of got the same old thing going here. We don't know. Did I just lose my stops? What did I do? Or did I take care of it? Oh, well. So that's how you do that. I like my personal favorite is the break and hold of the 9, either to the downside or to the upside, and then I'll play that. Ideally, all my indicators are my rear view mirror, which would be a 6-star trade. If not, then I have to trade it accordingly. So
Break and hold of the 9 on the Russell.
okay, thank you. There's a break. There's a hold there. And there's on the 2-minute chart. Or are you looking at the 1? I would be looking at the 1.
2.
No,
I was
2.
looking at the 2. Yeah.
2.
I was waiting for next EWO to come up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's working on it, right? Anyway, that's what we got. We have them diamond memberships available for 5,000 one-time payment. That is the everything that we have, all-inclusive membership package. Gives you the premium, it gives you the VIP gold, it gives you the cryptos, it gives you futures, any other memberships or things we'd have. We just came out today with the VIP level of futures, soon to have VIP gold level of futures memberships. We also have a lifetime available on that also. But really the diamond is the best offer. The lifetime futures is $4,000. So why wouldn't you spend $1,000 more and get the diamond membership? That includes lifetimes and every single thing that we have. It is the mother load of all memberships, everything that we have here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Head on over to our website, check that out. Speaking of things that are on our website, let me play this little video. Now, I want you to, and I did this Friday. For those who didn't see it, you're about to. The Diamond membership is not mentioned in this video because it's our newest membership. And this video was created before the Diamond was in effect. However, the Diamond includes everything you're going to see in this video. Anything it talks about is all included for that one $5,000 price. So let me play this for you. It's about a 5-minute video. You can take a look at this, and this is everything that's included in the Diamond, even though it's talking about other individual memberships, because you get that all together all at one time. So here you go, Coach's video. Again, TikTok, you won't see it. You'll have to read the subtitles. So here we go.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid memberships. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup, where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular member, you will also get the IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first. Plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day challenge, the debt-free challenge, where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat, where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time, as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership, you guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the Trading View indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
And there you go. There's Coach's views. I was muted there. You better grab them diamond memberships now. That's $5,000 one-time payment, never ever pay again. Everything, including in that video, while it was showing you all the different memberships that we have available. The diamond includes every single thing you saw Coach talking about for over 5 minutes in that video. There's some things that's outdated on there. The premium membership's $125 a month. Also on futures, we start training and trading at 8:30 on a live Zoom call every morning, 8:30 to 4. I think that said 12 noon to 4, but we are now now we are from 8:30 to 4. Went brain dead there for a second. I have that happen once in a while. All right, ES is really falling more than some of the others at the moment. It's in a very tight spot now. There's a 200. There's VWAP, right? Kind of the same thing's going to happen here on the NQ. It's going to come in down here. You'll have the same situation, just in a little bit different spot. So if I'm going to look for one for the downside quicker, I would probably pick the ES, right? Just to see what's going to happen. They're both going to fall at the same rate. However, this has got a little bit of room to go before it hits VWAP and bounces, possible bounce.
Gold,
right?
Mark. Gold, gold, gold.
Gold? Well, I'm in this. Gold. Ooh, whoa, what's going on? That's the second time that's happened. Wow.
Gold has been a payday all day today.
I don't know. Well, I made money on gold today, but that's a big game.
Look at that rocket ship.
Now, where's the pullback? That's what I'm waiting on. Where's the pullback? What I tell you about the 50% retracement? Let's watch what happens here. And if it doesn't, then we'll make money in the process. I'm expecting to lose money on this trade. See how this big candle here, what I tell you usually expect to happen, which is why you don't chase candles, right? I jumped in this anyway, but if it keeps going, oh well, then I'll make money. I am expecting this to pull back halfway down to here. Will it? I don't know. If not, well, big deal. I'm in the money, right? All right. So right here, there it comes. Let's go. Back down. There it goes. Back down. 50%. Would you say that's about 50% right there? I'd say it's pretty daggone close.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Right? I'm now $2,800. I was up 1,000 or something. That doesn't mean it won't go all the way back up. But those are what's important. Why is it important to know that? Number one, if you jump in like I showed you here on purpose, I did it on purpose, right? Fake money. It's not real money. It's a paper trading account. You can expect an immediate loss most of the time, statistically. Also, if you did miss the big run up, but it looks like it still has energy, you can get in on them pullbacks and get in here and then see what's happening.
Yeah,
here.
look at that.
Look at that. See, but I bought in up here. Look how much more money I would have been making had I got in down here, though. Right? That's $3.40. There's $2. That's 8 ticks. That's eight. That's a lot of money right there, right? So
It's like me giving you $3,000 out of my pocket right here. There you
thank you, thank you very much. Well, you know what? You deserve a clap for that. That's how you make it.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. What other trade was I just in? Wasn't I just
Good job.
Look at that. Now I'm losing 4,000 over here because I took my eye off of it, right? And I was expecting it to come down here. Again, doesn't matter. It's
That's
fake
my
money.
fault.
No, it's fake money anyway. I wouldn't have left it if it was real. Well, I wouldn't have made that trade anyway. But right. So here's the NQ. It's coming down to this 200. May bounce. Not only that, I actually have a level right here. So it's a double whammy, right? Remember that game show? Right? That's a double whammy right there. So. Hi, Dave S. Good to see you over there on TikTok Live. Hey, it's hard to imagine an old fart like him is even on TikTok. What has technology come to these days? They let these super old guys that it's old. He's actually Noah's cousin on his mother's side. So, but yeah, he's over there on TikTok. How's it going there, Dave? I didn't get to say hi to you this morning. Anyway, sorry about that if you were there and I didn't say hi to you. My apologies, sir. Good to have you here anyway. Thanks. All right. Oh, thanks for look. He's that old fart over there is even sending me gifts. Wow. That's pretty cool. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Dave, he's learning all kinds of new tricks here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. He is and has always been a long-term buy and hold investor, even before he came to AmericanDreamTrading.com. And he wanted to up his education, and he's a paid member. And now he's learned how to scalp. He's learned how to day trade. He's even learned how to do stock options along the way. And he's embraced them and learned them, taking his time. And now he's got his daughter. Of course, he is Noah's cousin from his mother's side. So his daughter's is, an adult also. And she's also learning the ropes alongside her father. What a great thing to be able to do with your family, right? Make it a family affair, trading money, making money together in the markets. So that's good. Anyway, where are we at here? NQ. Just staring into space. Staring, what's gold doing? Did it stop? No, what is going on here? Is there something on the news? What's this little news blurb thing telling me? Gold jumps as other markets weaken. Yeah, well, that's how that works, right? What do we call this? An inverse, right? If the markets are going down, metals will generally go up. What do you see the markets doing? Going down. What is gold doing? Going up. There's an inverse relationship. Is it 100% true? No, nothing's 100% true. But as you can see, it's pretty much true. But this is kind of unusual for this late in the day. But I think this happened to us Friday too, didn't it? As you can see, we are in a 6-star trade. Why? Because all my indicators are behind me, for one thing, right? The 9, 21, 55. It's broke out of the regression channel. It's in an upswing. It's got good volume. So there's a lot of these things that's going good for it. The 200's down here. VWAP's right here, right? That's a 6-star trade. And look, our little new 3.0 indicator tells us that. 6-star there. Shows you right here. GC, 6-star trade, right? Tells you EWO is green. The chart candle broken, held above VWAP. Broken, held above the 200 MAs. And the 9 and the 21. Got a green super trend. The 21 EMA is above the 55. And it's also now at a new high of the day. So all those things get a star for that. It's just our own little terminology. It's nothing official. This is just what we look for in being a very good trade. Does it mean it's going to go to the moon? No, don't mean that at all. It just means it's a good trade. Nobody knows what the top is or what the bottom. That's up to you to decide when to get out. And things that go all the way up must come down probably eventually here. So anyway, just follow that. All right, Timo, see you in the morning. Got to run. All right, attaboy. Goodbye. I'll let the door hit you on the way out. See ya. All right. So, cool. So that means this is, look at it hovering on the 200 right here. Look how strong an indicator that is. It doesn't want to break through. It's all hung up there. So now what you're going to see is you're going to see gold do the same thing. It's going to it probably will consolidate right here for a while. But that's statistical odds of doing that. Brandon said silver was doing the same thing. Well, I imagine silver's SI right there, silver futures. I like trading silver whenever there's volume. I haven't traded. This is another one I haven't traded for probably a couple of weeks, a few weeks anyway. I've been trading gold. There's no reason to look at silver. Silver is a little bit more psychotic too than what gold is. It's good. It goes good when it has volume. And you can see it's kind of mimicking gold's movement also here at the end. Is it a last minute rush to gain some profits? Could be, right? People thought it was on sale, broke above the 200. That was probably the biggest driver of that. As you can see, it's been below the 200 all day, except for over here when it first broke through to the downside. So it opened here and went up above. And as it fell, that's ever since it broke the 200 going to the downside, it's been down below it all day. And of course, as soon as that worked, it stair-stepped its way up, broke above VWAP, and started getting noticed because it was always rejecting off VWAP too. Once it hit the bottom, tried to come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th try, it finally broke through VWAP. And now we're back to the 2 when it broke to 200. That drew in a lot of attention also. So that's all of our indicators are now in the rear view mirror. Can I play a break and hold of this break and bounce above the 9 here? Yeah, I could, right? What am I in? Silver. Silver I'm not as excited about, but we'll see what happens here. I'm going to see if this is going to hit that 9, and the volume decided to die. What are you going to do here? Silver, silver, silver. What are you going to do? It's going to hang out there at that regression channel, right? Let's see if I can make a couple bucks to the upside. Well, you going to do anything or not? We will see. All right. I ain't going to wait here all day. I'll just go ahead and exit out of this. Well, I still want to see if this is going to do anything or not. There's a little bit of a pop. I was waiting for. That's the problem with some of these things like silver. Copper is really infamous for it. If it doesn't have the volume, it just doesn't move. And then all of a sudden, somebody will throw in an order and you get a big pop. And you can see the L2 is not really moving. So if this thing even turns green and the lightest, I'm getting out of it. Not that I have to officially wait because it's fake money, but I still like to have a green trade, believe it or not. All the orders are pretty much the same size, nothing exciting. It's got up here. Now we're getting a little bit of volume right now. You can see the L2's moving over here. So right now I'm back to break even, right? So if this moves anything, I'll just go ahead and take the profit. And right there's $125. There's $250. I'll just take it and get out. I don't want to sit here and stare at silver. Well, it might go up higher. Well, it might, right? I'd rather go trade something that's got volume. I mean, gold still looks good, but. And there's your break of the 9. There's your confirmation candle, which is not a very good confirmation candle. It's not exactly on the shoulder of the previous candle. It needs to be up here a little higher. In other words, it opened lower. But if this can break and hold above here, which it doesn't look like it's giving me much indication that it wants to do that, right? See what happens. Come on. Come on. Come on.
You can do it!
I don't think it will, but you can, right? It's got how much left in this candle? It's got, I'm on a 2-minute chart. So I want to get into scalp mode. Let me get her on a 1-minute chart. And so there's, if it can break here and hold, show me some motion here. I might be able to, we'll see what happens up here at the 55. That's going to be kind of risky trade. May reject right here. I just want to see what it would do. There was a green candle and it turned red, trying to get up there, and it doesn't. See, this is why. And why is that? There's the break of this, and there's the break and hold. Wasn't a true, really, really nice candle, but it was. But I have this indicator right here. Got to tickle my nose there. Well, I'm going to get lucky, maybe. As I was starting to say, I got these levels right here. Plus, I got this indicator. So you usually want to wait for that break and hold of that. I will take these trades as quick scalps all the time, though. There's $750 I made just like that. Bang. Now, it did pull back, to be honest, at the beginning. Now, if this breaks up above here, I'll try to play this up to here, to the 200. However, as you can see, well, I'll put a line there just so you can see visually. There's all these candles, tops of these candles here. So, is that how much of a play do I want to make on that? Not very much of one, to be quite honest with you. Just because that is in the road right there, right? So, that's why I won't worry about it. All right. Texas Roadhouse for dinner on your silver trade. Yeah. How much did I make on it? I don't even remember. Okay. Yeah, it's one thing I don't remember what I traded. You do so many of them, you don't even. It's just another trade, right? And gets there. So we'll see if this bounces off my imaginary line that I just erased right up here. It may or may not. So get rid of this thing too while we're at it. All right. Let me see here. NQ's in the same position. What about our Russell? Russell to the downside. See how that one's a little different? It didn't follow the other two on that big upswing. It went down the other way. Steady down. And we did break and hold below the 200. This is a very, very bad lineup of our indicators, kind of, because right now I'm trapped between VWAP, which is the strongest indicator on my chart. The 200 MA is there, so it's kind of trapped between a rock and a hard place. And I'm at the bottom of the regression channel. I'm back to the New York open and low, and so plus the other indicators are up here, which is fine. But to the downside play, I got to get through this channel here and VWAP before I want to enter this trade. It's probably just going to sit there and do nada because it's trapped between the 200 and VWAP. So I won't take that trade either. So you got to be picky. It only takes you a few seconds to decide which things you want to trade. Gold's up here still. Again, running out of time. We got 20 minutes left in the market open, right? So kind of everything just kind of blah as far as that goes. What other questions do you have out there? People out in the social media, type your question in there and we'll try to answer it for you. Again, for future reference, if you want the better view over there on TikTok, better view, better audio, and be able to actually see and hear the videos properly, and to get the full screen view, better viewing experience, you're going to have to go over to the YouTube because my TikTok feed is not going to get any better than this. As I have my iPad pointed at my screen due to technical issues on my end, on my computer system not being able to hook up like Coach does. Coach's is fine. And we are live 3 times a day. Coach is live from 9 to 11. I'm live here from 2 to 4 with the Futures Education and Training program. And then at 5 p.m., we have the aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. There's another reason to be over there because at 5 o'clock, you can join that one. Matter of fact, her show is totally different. It's ran by Dawn. It's the after market. You're not trading actively anymore. You can get on, ask questions. You can join the panel with a live open mic. And if you really want to, you can even turn on your camera. Most people do, but you're not required to. So if you want to stop over and say hi to Dawn over there at American Dream Trading channel on YouTube, check that out tonight. However, if you miss it, like all of our other live broadcasts, are available for immediate review upon conclusion of each broadcast, and it's immediately posted on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. There's also over 2,000 videos there that you can check out training, absolutely free. And speaking of free, you better get over there to our Discord and grab that free Discord. And once you get in there, you get instant access to our stock lounge where you can interact with other members. You can ask stock questions, discuss trades. There's some free educational area in there with videos not found elsewhere, like on YouTube, videos and documents that you can look at. There's a discounted channel in there even for our free members, and there's even a help desk ticket. You can ask a detailed question that way if you so choose. Check it out. AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Check it out. Who doesn't like free? Matter of fact, when you get over there, you'll see what I showed you earlier. You can get involved in that drawing for $1,000 cold hard cash in your pocket just by simply visiting our Discord. Get in there and click on that link. Doug's usually here to do that for us, but he is not here today, cannot be here. So go over to our Discord, would be the second place you would find that. And all you got to do is join that drawing, totally free drawing. Basically, just ask you to go visit our website or, all our social media platforms. There's up to 10 things you can do in one day and get 10 entries into the drawing for $1,000 cold hard cash. Right? Who doesn't like free cash? It will be drawn by the Gleam software that's built there. Nobody at American Dream Trading.com will be making the actual drawing. Coach will say, okay, we're done with this sweepstakes. Go ahead, and he'll tell the software to draw it, and it will pick a totally random person. Now, it could be you visiting here for the very first time that goes over and signs up for that. No purchase requirement. The only caveat is that you must be a resident of the United States of America to be eligible to receive the winnings from this drawing. And right now, there you can see there, I'm going to get off of this because what do we see here? VWAP. We'll go ahead and take that $3,000 profit. We'll wait and see if it breaks and holds below that VWAP or not. If it does, I can always re-enter it if it breaks and holds below it. So anyway, get over there, get that free $1,000 cold hard cash. It could be yours for just visiting here for free for the very first time today. And because of such, even our members are eligible to participate in the drawing because it is a totally random drawing by that software. So they are even eligible to win $1,000 in cold hard cash. All right. Where's the questions at? Come on, need some questions. Ain't seeing very many questions, you people. You awake? If not, we'll just shut her down and go home for the day. If you don't have any questions, no sense me sitting here staring at a screen all day, right? I'm getting sleepy. It's been a long day, even though I slept in today. I got out of bed hour and a half late today. I don't even think I woke up, to tell you the truth, at once during the night. Usually I wake up at 2, or wake up at 3, which is my normal time I get up. Then I'll wake up at 4, then 5. It's just like, no, Mark didn't wake up till almost 5 today, so missed that big run on gold. I seen that. It was about, oh man, I could have had that, but I didn't.
Hey, Mark, I've got a question.
What's
I've
your
got a question for you.
All right.
When you're pretty new to this and you're looking for a good EWO setup, what's a good one? What specifics are you looking for a good EWO setup versus a not so good one? Thank you.
Well, in my opinion, the most perfect setup you can get, if there is such a thing, would be a 6-star trade. Now, how would I know a 6-star trade is about to happen? Well, number one, I'm making this decision instantly, right? So you get in on the second bar. Let's just take a look at this one, see how good this one was, all right? So here would have been my entry on a 2-minute EWO would have been, right there's second bar is larger than first, okay? So where are all my indicators at? Well, I got the 9 to 21 to 55 back here. Are they in my rear view mirror? Yep, they are. Where's VWAP? Where's the 200? Oh, 200's down here. Same direction I want to go. There's VWAP. So that would be essentially a 3-star trade at that point. Does that mean I can't take that trade at that EWO? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means you need to be aware when and if it works down this far that I face the potential of a bounce off the 200. Could have went down here and bounced and went back the other way. Or it could blow right through it too, right? But you should expect it to bounce or at least slow down and stop at your major indicators and your major line historical levels that you have drawn on your chart as you approach them. So this would have been probably 3 out of 6 at the time. Does that mean I can't trade it? No, because that's I'm not worried about the 200 until it gets there. So if I got in here, the 200 would have been back here. There's, say 30, 35 ticks in there on the Russell in this case would have been, what is it, $5 a tick? What's the Russell? Yeah, $5 a tick on the Russell. So there's, $150 just right there, right? In profit before it even gets there. And once it breaks through, then what's the other thing I got to worry about? It's VWAP, right? Not counting my line levels that I have drawn. But so now once it gets past that, now I'm back into a 6-star trade, right? It's fantastic. Everything now is in my rear view mirror, right? If we'd have looked at this, earlier today, gold had a really pretty one. Oh, there you go. Again, that's in an ideal where it doesn't mean you can't, it has to be a 6-star to trade it. But if you have your choice, ideally is all your indicators are behind you. That's the strongest trade you're going to get. Doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means all the barriers to your profit are behind you. Okay. The 200 MA, VWAP, the 9 to 21 to 55, right? There's VWAP there. That is, if you'd have got in this one clear back here, right? This is kind of weak to start out. So these you probably could argue are all the same size. This would have probably been your entry there, right? Was everything behind you yet? Not quite, but you can wait that extra bar if you have to. Then I could have rode that bad boy all the way up. One mouse click, right? Look at that. All right. Now, everything was behind you at this point except for the 200. Now, once it gets past that, breaks and holds above it, every single one of my indicators are in my rear view mirror. There's no fences I got to run into to make money on other than my historical levels that I have on my chart, and you treat it accordingly. Now, we do have with Coach's Indicator this regression channel also, which is a visual indicator of the current trend based on the time period. So these can act as barriers too, the tops and bottom of these zones, right? As you can see, it's stayed up with it. The only time you really have to worry is to get a big shoot up like it did here, right? Caught up. As you can see, it hit it and pulled back, right? So that is ideally, you want as many indicators behind you as possible when you go to enter the trade. You just don't enter blindly, right? There's 220 on gold times 10. That's $2,200 on one contract just on that one EWO play, right? Imagine if you had 5 or 10 of those. That'd been a $22,000 run with literally 2 mouse clicks. One to get in down here, one if you wanted to get out up here, right? Could that not be easier money than that? Using Coach's 2-minute EWO strategy. And the reason it was so good is because all my indicators are behind me. Same way if it was going down, of course, I'd want everything behind me also. So that's kind of what you look for. Now, what one was we looking at earlier? Russell? This one, like I said, it didn't have all the ideal situation because, we have the 200 and we have VWAP down here when it said to enter. But you look at the big picture before you enter blindly. You just don't enter in. And then you have to decide, is this squeeze worth the juice, right? So how much effort? Can I make enough money down here in case this does bounce? Well, I would have said yeah, because, what did we say that was? How many at that time? 30, right? So $150 profit per contract, right? If you had 10 of them, that's $1,500. Yeah, I'll take that. What happens if it bounces? I get out. If it breaks through, I just keep riding it, which in this case, it did, right? Doesn't always do that, especially it even broke through VWAP. That's how good this one was. But it wasn't to start out with. So you're up 90. Now you're going to be pushing 100 ticks. That's $500 just by getting it up here at once, right? It would have been a rough ride because you had all these things to really worry about, but it's actually doing it, right? So that would have been, I'm just going to guess because we weren't there when it happened, a 3-star trade. Still a good trade. You just have to be aware of what's around you to potentially stop you. Hey, Scalping Strategy over there on our YouTube live channel. Good to see you again. Still have that $5,000 diamond membership available, by the way. Oh, yeah. Orklo said he did up 2,500 on gold. Good job, Orklo, one of our paid members who happens to be watching right now over on YouTube. He ran that up $2,500. Good job. Now we are getting in the last few minutes of the trading day. Matt, there's your new setup. You wish someday that probably will be yours, Matt. I believe it. So now we're getting the most volatile time of trading day. And as Coach talks about, if you're not an experienced trader, you have no business trading due to the heightened volatility. If you look at the indices, a lot of times they get really crazy around this time, the last 5 to 10 minutes especially. It is on a 6-star trade now to the downside, right? And why is that? Because now everything's behind. This is another one, same way. Yep. Back here's where you would have got in. It was right here. You broke below VWAP or the 200, but VWAP was still in play down here, so it wasn't a 6-star trade until it can break and hold below that. So that is a good thing. So now everything is behind us. So way it may start out on, say, a 3-star, and you played it because you had enough room there to make some money before it got there, and you wait and see, did it break through or not, right? Worst thing is you have to get out and wait for another entry. If it keeps going, then you're still in the money, honey, right? And look at that thing just drop like crazy. Beautiful EWO, a little rough, but it's still, when you look at it, right, it's a beautiful play. And it really became a better play once it finally broke through VWAP. Now everything is behind us in a rearview mirror. But you don't have to wait for all 6 things to be lined up. I mean, you can do a 2-star trade. It's just whatever, right? You just have to evaluate where are all my indicators or things that's going to impede my profits. And then you have to make an educated decision what you want to do there. So, oh, thanks, Miranda. She sent 10. She sent me 10 goats. What am I going to do with a bunch of goats over there on TikTok? Oh, G-O-T. G-O-A-T. Yeah, see, I don't have a good education. I know what a goat is. Okay. I'll take them, I guess. 10 goats. And you know you can eat goats, right? I have ate goat before. Don't care for it, but anyway, I didn't cook it. I just ate it. Bah. Oh, sorry. Anyway, there we go. 5 minutes left in the market. Can I get in this trade, try to make a quick buck? I most certainly can. Well, I know. I could. It's fake money. There's nothing to stop me from getting in this trade, right? I could jump here. Let's see here. This thing's going down. Is it going down, down, down? What am I in? Yes. Oh, look at that big order down there, 56.70. He wants to pull down to that. Oh, look at that. That is right there, right where the bottom of that wick is at. And it wants to pull down. Do we got any other big orders here? It wants to pull to. Let's see. One of them is still at 70. It's got to break that level. Look at it. Watch this pull here. Watch it pull. I'm looking over here at my L2. Ooh, they're really throwing orders in there now at that level. May bounce right here. Might get a little bit of bounce. That's scaring people away. There's somebody trying to throw some orders in below. That's what's happened. See how I was in a profit. I'm just letting this sit here. I was in a profit, but then now there's 240 in there at 56.70. That's scaring people off, and so they're buying in before it hits that instead of waiting for it to come down to it. I don't know why they do that, because they are just locking in their profits. And now you can see how that's affecting my trade, right? Until that 56.70 gets either sold out or canceled. As you can see over here in the L2, it has it. Still hanging around that 2,500 there level of orders. Again, this is just another tool that I use. When it's moving slow enough to read it, you can use that to profit off of. And I do profit every single day using that. Bought that. Yes, just a trader. I do know my live has a 15 to 20 second lag compared to TikTok. That is correct. TikTok's about, I'd say 20 seconds average lag. Facebook is probably 30 to 40-second lag. So, yep, that's the benefits of not having paid membership. You guys are always on a lag behind real time, right? There's always a lag anytime you broadcast something out. Not only am I broadcasting it from my computer, I'm broadcasting it up in outer space, back down, and then through the streaming software, which redistributes it out to all the social media platforms. Anyway, better grab that diamond membership, 5,000. It's the all-inclusive, includes everything that we have. Every single membership that is going to go away here very, 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 very shortly. Will no longer be available. It's the best value there is. I don't care which membership you look at. I really don't even want to talk about our other memberships because the diamond has them all into one package for 5,000. Can you get our individual memberships? Yes, you can. For like most of them average, I'd say 2,500 for a year, but you got to keep paying year after year after year. Well, after 2 years, you could have had paid for your diamond membership for 5,000 one-time payment, right? And that gives you a lifetime and everything. You never pay again. Everything that we ever have done included, all the training materials, all the even the mentorship class with coach once a week in a small group setting. That's $6,000 or $5,000 a year, whatever it is, 500 a month alone. So that's even more than the cost of the membership for one standalone product. This gets you the premium. It gets you the VIP gold. It gets you the crypto. It gets you the futures, lifetime. All those are lifetime memberships. You can go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com right now. AmericanDreamTrading.com right now. Check that out. Grab our free Discord. You can join our free Discord. Absolutely free. Always has been free. Always will be free. Get you instant access into our stock lounge where you can ask questions. You can discuss trades, ask questions about trades. You can even fill out a help desk ticket and ask something if you so choose to. Totally free. There's training materials in there that you can look at for absolutely free. The biggest benefit is you can hang out there. We got people that hang out there. We got some in there, been over there in there for a year for free. They still show up every day, right? Eventually, they may pick up enough and learn enough that they're able to get in and afford a membership. What is stopping you from getting that membership today? I would beg, borrow, steal a kidney, sell a kidney, sell a kid, sell the house, sell the car, sell the wife, sell the neighbor's dog, whatever it is you can find laying around to get that before that is gone. Once it's gone for good. Hasta la vista, see ya, baby. Never be found again, right? So you don't want to regret missing out on that. Glad you all could be here today. Make sure anybody you come in contact with the rest of the day and tomorrow that you leave long-lasting positive impressions, because you never know what's hiding behind their smile. So try to be a positive influence on those you come in contact. And we will see you same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Make sure you catch that 5 o'clock after market show over on our YouTube channel. See ya.